No, customer center was a very lucrative job. It was a people wanted that job. That was a high seniority position, and
Well,
it took a long time to get to that. And
I
usually
was
probably
gone.
high seniority guys full time in the building that wanted to do that job.
Now, another thing people hated me for in, in the videos is because when they're talking about the CEO's bonus, right, was like 23 million, whatever. Like
Yeah,
personally, like I agree she should have got it because like that's what she was hired for, right? She was hired like we went over this already, like corporate greed. Company just cares about the bottom line; they don't give a shit about the employees, right? So that's what she's
yeah,
there for, right? That's what she got hired for. So in my eyes, like she's doing what she's supposed to be doing, right? So I
hmm
don't get why people are like. I mean, I understand you work there, you're gonna get mad because like they're doing layoffs and the CEO's like making like a $23 million bonus, but like that's what she's there for. Like she's supposed to be heartless, ruthless. You know what I mean? That she's
yeah,
doing what she was put there. So I don't see, if she made like $6 billion, $7 billion in profit, then she should get a nice bonus. But you know what I mean? Like if she's making like 1 billion, whatever, then maybe she doesn't deserve it, right? But a lot of people got mad at me because I said that she does it because that's her job. That's what she's supposed to do. So she's doing what she's doing, and I mean, just if you like it or not, she's doing her thing.
yeah. That I mean, that's the system we're in right now. Those shareholders pay her the money to do that, so she can get out there and try to get as much profit as she can out of us. But like I think that the thing is like she didn't make that $6 billion. We all made that $6 billion. You know what I mean? Like we made the whole 90 billion dollars in revenue. We did all those things, and Carol Tomei, she crunched the numbers and got us to the point. And she does her job. But you're right. That's what she's there for. She's there to get that number up, and it went up. And those shareholders, those are the ones that did it. She didn't pay herself. It's um, that's just the way things are. That's just the system we're in. Like that, you got to be ruthless. You got to do whatever it takes, and she did it, and she got her bonus. That really, but yeah, like we are the ones that are doing all the work, and she's as good as she is at getting those profits. Uh, we're the ones that actually got the profits. We're the ones that move the product every day. So
Mm.
I think that's where we get and then we get a little mad about that. Like, okay, she got 20 million and we're getting laid off. We're losing 20,000
See,
jobs.
that's the only problem.
So
That's where I just differ a little bit because, like, um, like in my eyes, it's kind of like what I mean. Because if you're like taking like a risk, for example, like salespeople, right? Like the ones that get the accounts and do all that kind of shit. Like in my eyes, they're kind of like the ones that bring in like the business, and then like that's where I kind of like differ a little bit, not to like start arguments or
sure.
fights or anything,
Yeah,
but
that's
like
all good. Yeah.
like I just think like what I mean, like people that are like doing the work, like I get it, like they need you guys to do the work, but like the people that actually like bring in the business, or like I don't know how, like for example, maybe UPS is a little bit different, but like say for example in like the trucking industry, like if you're looking for customers, you could go a long time without making money until you find a customer and you start making commission off of it. So maybe with UPS it is a little bit different. Like I don't know how it works, how they land the account, like say Amazon or whatever. I don't know how they do that kind of stuff, right? But like in
Yeah.
my opinion, it's like that's what really drives the company, and then anybody else around it that are the pieces that make the company work. I think they should be taken care of, but I just don't like when people start commenting like, "Oh, we should be getting her bonus or whatever." That's where I kind of differ a little bit because, like for example, like I tried, I went off, I started my own business, and if it hasn't been going good because trucking has been bad. So like if everything fails, I financially get screwed. Like I lose everything. Like stuff like that. So that's why like my point of view is a little bit like like great. Hey, if you're a team player, you're doing good, you should be compensated for sure. But at the same time, like I just don't think it's fair that like the people are like, oh, we did this, we deserve her bonus.
Well, her bonus wouldn't do much in the way of our pay or anything. You know what I mean? That she at 22 million. I mean, if we spread that out between the 300,000 UPS Teamsters, that's not that's we get a couple more dollars each person.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the money out of their profits that they paid her. That's either way, like they're going to get theirs, man. It's the system that it's like that, and UPS is a more visible company though, so it's not like she doesn't really have to go out and hustle, but she does have to make the decisions on like like the big decision to cut half of Amazon's things. um but I just it's business, is management versus labor. We got
Yeah.
they go low, we go high. It's a constant back and forth. It's a constant battle, but it's the world we live in.
Like you said, man, you get paid well. I mean, that's, the perks of working at a big company, and obviously
Yeah,
everybody wants, the best was for their and their family, so everybody's gonna, keep going. But it's just like I said, a lot of people are like, oh, she don't like. I don't even know the lady. I just did a bit of research, but like, she came from Home Depot, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess she did pretty good there. So I mean, it seems like she knows what she's doing, but at the same time, it's like you guys got to remember, it's not like a small trucking company or a small, family-owned business that everybody's working at. Like I said, you're working at a cutthroat, publicly traded corporation that really don't care about you. You know what I mean? They care
Yeah,
about
for sure. Definitely.
it's just, so
Yeah.
hopefully, I wish a lot, like I kind of wish I didn't start this UPS work, because I'm sure like a lot of, I'm probably going to get beat up one day, like when I see a UPS driver delivering a package somewhere, I'm like, oh, we seen you on TikToks. But I really didn't mean anything bad, bro. Like I just want people to like to realize, like, like shit happens, bro. Like I said, you are at this corporation. You are, like you are getting paid well. It sucks for the people that lose their jobs, and like I don't wish bad on anybody, man. I want everybody to feed their family and do good,
Yeah, for sure. Same. I mean, I wish that Amazon and FedEx could unionize and get paid as much as we do and get all the benefits and the perks. I mean, their companies are just as profitable, well, more profitable than ours right now. If UPS can afford to pay us, they can, Amazon can afford to pay their guys, and FedEx can afford to pay their guys.
I
And
think FedEx
they're
gets paid
making,
pretty good though, no?
yeah, they probably a little bit better than Amazon, but not but like us, not like we get paid.